Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm Rachel O'Leary, and this week we talked to my friend Justin. Now, Justin is a professional musician and fellow fish geek from California, and he's the one that bred all of my purple oil catfish, or Centromochilus reticulatus. And he shared with us some of his trials, tribulations, experiences, and philosophies of fish keeping this week on Tuesday when he was here visiting me with his wife. I just can't get enough of these catfish and just had to share some more of the footage with you guys. Up next, we went up into my living room where I showed you some of my favorite tools and the tips and tricks on how I maintain my Fluval 5-gallon spec, which is currently 3 years old and houses my little crown-tail betta sidfishes, as well as some Amano shrimp and some blue neocaradinas. I think this tank is a really good example of what you can do with a simple off-the-shelf kit tank, especially if you have some patience. It's gone through many manifestations over the years, but the livestock is all thriving and doing well, and it's a really nice little easy to maintain low-tech aquarium, and the only one in my living room at this time. Up next, we went out to the bins where I showed you this little green frog. Now, it is definitely the green frog, not a bullfrog, which you can tell by that ridge that extends from its eye all the way down its back. In a bullfrog, which also gets substantially larger, this would wrap around that eardrum. Now, these guys, it turns out, are relatively harmless as they mainly feed outside of the water and prey on a lot of the insects in the area that can be detrimental to our fish. In my 12 years of experience with summer tubbing, I've never had them eat any of my fish, and I really enjoy their sounds. Up next, we went back out to the gardens because I have impulse control problems and went and bought more plants. Hopefully it'll be warm enough to move out fish so I can quit focusing on my plants. We set up a little container for the 300-gallon and checked in on my bog, which is really coming alive, and I hope you guys are subscribed so you don't miss the updates on this, because when all of those flowers are in bloom, it is going to be insanely amazing. Next, we checked in on my tubs, and I added the plant to that Tough Stuff bargain bin that we made. I have to tell you, this is my favorite tub in the yard right now. It was cheap, it's easy, it makes a great sound, and I just love the way it looks. We checked in as well on the other patio ponds, including this whiskey resin container, which is not doing super awesome, but we'll give it some more time. Then we checked in on the tub that houses the little goldfish. As always, I hope you guys have enjoyed this week in review, and make sure you stay tuned for next week's content. I am positive I will be moving fish out as well as getting started on some projects down in the fish room.